Hi, I wanted to show you this thing I've been working on. So what it does is it generates Storybook templates automatically. So first thing we need to do is record the mock props. While this is running, I'll show you what it's doing. So what it's doing is it's adding this util where we record props that's called whenever a component is mounted. So we give it this temporary name so that we can find out for this component what is the name and what are the mock props that it's rendered with. And then what it does is it starts the server that listens for any changes in GTK. So when we load a page, we can see that it's recording the mock props for every component that is rendered on the page. So then what we can do is we can run our tests, our end-to-end tests. Okay, so then it's automatically running through a bunch of end-to-end tests and rendering those components and getting the mock props. And then what happens, let's just make sure this is running. It's a little bit slow. Yeah. So then what happens is we save all of these props to this JSON with this temporary component name, which is just the file path and then the file name, the props, and the URL that it was rendered at. And then what we can do is we can run this second. So you can see that this is coming from the end-to-end tests. So now we have some data in this view shared mock props JSON. Now what we can do is we can run make view shared storybooks. And what it does is it takes that mock prop data and also some other information and creates this storybook entry using this template. So this template, if it has an API call, it imports View Apollo, sets up with GitLab API access. If it doesn't, and then it injects the mock props and returns a storybook entry. And so it's created a couple, and I'm going to stop this running so we can see them. So we'll stop the server. The server also cleans up all of the things that are added. So then we should see some storybook entries. It doesn't run prettier on it yet, but once it does that, then yeah, pretty good. We've got is working, and there's a couple MRs. It's already merged some of these templates once they've been validated, but yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I think so. This currently just does it for view shared, but no reason why we couldn't run it on everything and create a storybook entry for every GitLab component. Yeah, another cool thing is because we are logging the view shared props. Well, it's gone now. But what we're doing is we can see here. So this is the util that's given. It's passing the URL that we're currently looking at. So then what we could do is create a storybook entry for each different URL. So then we know, okay, this one component is rendered on, I don't know, 5 different URLs. Maybe 3 of them are the same. Okay, fine. And then we have 2 different storybook stories with different mock props with the URL as the name of that story, which should make it a lot easier to validate changes to single components. Thanks.